instead of just saying women, go into tech, it's actually tapping people on the shoulder and saying like, hey, have you thought about this? Hey, I noticed that you're really good with doing this stuff on your phone or on your computer. Have you thought about that? And just planting that seed, I think is really important. My name is Yan Fan. Yes. I'm co-founder and co-CEO of Chrysalis. We are a company that trains software engineers, particularly for corporate clients. So going into large companies and helping them find their IT talent from within. A company of 40, 50, 1,000 people, 10,000 people even, you bet that there's going to be people in your company that have that ability. Like, you have already your future CTO. You just need to go and find them. So that's what we do. We go and find them, train them, give them the opportunity to change into a new role. We want to make Japan a software leader. And I know it sounds like a bit of a crazy, ambitious goal for such a small company. Like, we're only around like 50 people right now, so we're still like a little baby. But we see huge potential for Japan going forward. So many of the right ingredients in this country, and they're so close to just like exploding in terms of innovation and growth. One of the things that's holding Japan back is talent, is that IT, that missing IT link. We really want to be pushing that forward. That's not possible without encouraging women to be more empowered. It's not possible without helping companies find these employees that maybe they could be doing something way more productive and effective that they're passionate about, right? And helping kind of unlock the talent that is in Japan. I chose economics and finance, and then I graduated and realized like I didn't like anything in that segment that I chose. So what do you do at this point? You've just spent 4 years studying this. This was back when like Airbnb and Uber and like all of these, really disruptive companies were coming out of Silicon Valley, and that really captured my imagination. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be really cool to go and just experience that and see if I can work in that industry, see if I can start a company too. So there were only a handful of coding boot camps. That's not the world we live in now. There's so many. But I did one early on, and I was able to do a complete 180 in my career. To me, I was amazed that I was able to do that and completely reinvent myself. Like, I was teaching classes for the coding boot camp that I graduated from. And so one thing led to another, and I ended up actually starting a coding boot camp in the Middle East. Left that project, and then a few months later got introduced to my co-founder who wanted to do something similar in Japan. As we did more business trips out here to explore our idea, we realized that we were onto something. At least I didn't allow myself to process it, because I think if I did, I'd be like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I'm quitting this like cushy job and then like moving across the world to start this company with a man that I had met like 4 months ago. We had a lot of women-only events to get women to feel comfortable and to feel like they can ask questions that they would be too afraid to ask. That's one example of a small thing that can be done that can normalize seeing women around STEM. Like any sort of marketing or any sort of like speaking events that we did, making a big effort to make sure that the images that we put online or the speakers that we are inviting, that there are women represented. women tend to think of themselves, especially in Japan, as non-technical, but women are oftentimes first adopters of technology. And we are consumers, all of us are consumers of technology. So we need to do our part to actually recognize the facts in front of us and accept that we are techies as well. When women feel more empowered to also speak up about, I think this could be better, that could be better, as well as playing a role in the creation, we would have better products and services, right? For not just Japan, but for the rest of the world. Because Japan is the third largest economy in the world, the impact of a woman empowered here is far greater. Right. The message that I want to send to women. Understand your power, educate yourself, listen to your gut about technology. The things that we need to do, I feel like we need to just be a lot more hands-on. And instead of just saying, women, go into tech, it's actually tapping people on the shoulder and saying like, hey, have you thought about this? Hey, I noticed that you're really good with doing this stuff on your phone or on your computer. Have you thought about that? And just planting that seed, I think is really important.